Hello, and today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on extra arms and extra arm movement. Um, I saw a video of a four-armed character that I really enjoyed, and I tried to figure out how they did that, and I ended up kind of doing my own thing, and I want to share that with you. So I've already separated. Oh, I'll turn off my fan. I'm sorry, I'm not in it today. I already cut off the arms of this robot, and I made a second set right here. This just has a chest bone and then the arms armature. We can copy the materials here, put them on to make it look nice. I'm going to unpack this prefab. I don't care, VR Chat Fury, or VR Fury. Put it into the robot. And all we really need is the chest, which I'm going to put onto the same chest bone here, so that they move in conjunction. And I'm going to expand it. I'm only going to do it on the left arm for now and only to the hand. And I'm going to add a rotation constraint and add a source. And normally what you do is you go left shoulder to left shoulder, then activate right arm or left arm, forearm, hand. I'm not going to do the forearm or the arm because that's where the effect comes in. So there is a website called VR Labs. They have a lot of nice tutorials and tools, and one of them is a rotation dampener, which when you install it will be right here, rotation dampening. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this into our character, and I'm going to duplicate with Shift D. I'm also going to unpack both of these prefabs. I'm going to move this one into the armature of our main character onto the right or left arm, right here. And I'm going to zero out its position. Do, and do. And we're going to do the same with this one. We're going to put this onto the forearm and zero out its position. Do, and do. And now we're going to take the container. We're going to move it onto the main part of our character, along with the other container. Move it onto the main part of our character. Actually, no. Undo. I'm sorry. I'm going to move this out onto our left arm, this onto our forearm. I'm going to rename this as upper left, and rename this to lower left, and I'm moving these guys onto our character. And now I'm going back to the copy arms, the mimic ones down below. We already did the left shoulder. We're going to do the left arm. And I'm going to do our upper left. And I'm going to put the container in here and activate it. And then the forearm. We're going to do the lower arm left. We're going to do the container and activate it. And now if we go into play mode, hopefully this is my second attempt making this video, we'll have a bit of a drag whenever our character moves their arm. It kind of gives it like a floaty look or feel. And once we got that working, which it does work, we can go into the container and remove the cubes. We don't actually need the cubes. And you do the same thing for the right arm. Add two more containers or rotation dampeners. Unpack them. And we're going to put them into the avatar. right shoulder, right arm. We're going to put this on the right arm. 0 to position, do, and call this upper right. That right there, and move this right at the character. And this we're going to put on the forearm. 0 its position. 0, 0, 0. Move the target off back into the upper right arm. Move this onto the main part of our character. And call this lower right. And now if we go to our extra set of arms, which is down here, I'm going to hold Alt, expand this, grab all of these guys, and add a rotation constraint, add a source. If you were doing this without the additional effect that I was adding, well, I'm just going to do this real quick. So this is upper right arm. So where is my upper right arm container? Put it right here, activate, and forearm, lower right container, and activate. And then I can do the hand right here, activate. If you're doing this all the way, and I really don't want to, because it's time consuming, is you do it for every finger, for every digit of the finger on both hands. And if you do that, then your avatar's hands will move 1-to-1 with the main hands. On the plus side, this is using VR Chat's rotation constraint, so it is Quest compatible. And yeah, you just keep on going for hand, finger, index finger, thumb, pinky, ring finger, middle finger. Add all the add it to all of the main part of the avatar. And there you go. If we go into this right here, let's zoom in a little bit. If we do gesture managers, motion, you'll see that it's kind of wavy. It has a delay in it. Though it doesn't have it on the wrist or the hand or the shoulders, I felt that that's unnecessary to do. You don't need that much constraint going on. And if we do the right hand where I did a little bit of the movement, you can see that the finger does mimic it to a T. And again, you can remove the extra cubes here that I put there as a showing their positioning. They're actually down here. Cube, delete, cube, delete. There you go. Don't need them. I do recommend doing this at the end of everything, because every time you go into a preview for your character, if they had a FX set in there, which we can easily do, every time you go into like a preview and come out, you'll see that the arms are slowly moving to that position when you move the mouse. Even though I have it always updating, it still does it slowly. Then when I get out, it slowly moves back into the position. I don't know if this will affect making animations or not, but it might. I don't know. This is a fairly new thing that I kind of looked up. And this is kind of where the video ends. But just as a hypothetical kind of an idea, is if you had the same thing for the rotation constraint dampener and on your arm, like your extra arm, let's say you can actually change constraints to only do the, we want the local, so Y and the Z, it looks like, Z and Y. We don't want the rotation like this way. So we want up, down, left, right. So that looks like X and Z. If we don't freeze the Y, so that it won't rotate. And if you put this on a wing, instead of like an extra arm, your arms would control your wings, but not the rotation. Only the up and down and left and right movement, but not the twist is what I'm trying to say. And that would make it so that your arms could control parts of the wings, so that if your arms go up, the wings will go up with a delay. If your arms go down, the wings would go down at a delay. And then if you kind of cross your arms around you, your wings would maybe stretch around your character. Haven't really tested it yet, um, but it is definitely an idea. I did that before with another character where it was only my shoulder controlled the movement of the main base of the wings, and that kind of worked. It made it so like if my arms moved around, it gave it a little bit of movement. It wasn't much, but it was subtle. I feel like if you did it in multiple places on the wings, you could probably get to like move your character or mimic your character's arms a lot better. Anyway, it's just an idea, another tool in the toolbox.